Owning a motorcycle as your only vehicle. Is it a bad thing or is it a good thing? We'll take a look at some of the pros and cons of owning just a bike as your only vehicle. So for me, owning a bike as my only transportation for the past 3 years has been really up and down, to be honest. It has its advantages and its disadvantages. The first question that people normally ask me is, you own a bike, how do you cope with the rain? Or what do you do when rain is falling? So, to answer all those questions, this is exactly what I do when the rain is falling. Just put on your raincoat, gear up and just ride out. Money has to be made, don't you? have to make money and work have to go on, done. So that's disadvantage number 1, the rain, riding in the rain. So it's that experience that actually make a biker jealous of persons who are in cars, or persons who drive cars, because you're out there facing all the elements, right, while someone is driving past you in their nice tinted vehicle, AC and everything, and they're not feeling what you're feeling. That is a disadvantage for most bikers on the road, except for those who actually like riding in the rain. But for me, I don't like it very much, but I have to do it. And not to mention the bikers who actually don't have the rain gear, or sometimes you're riding and the rain just come down suddenly on you. So what? You have to keep going, right? Sometimes these drivers do something that we all hate. They splash you, and it's not very nice. It's don't nice. You're maybe on your way to work, or going to a destination other than your home. If you're going home and you get splashed, it's not that bad, right? Because you can go home, dry off, and everything is good. But yes, this is the one thing that I think most bikers are jealous of cars about. So as we can see, bikes are more susceptible to the weather, or should I say bikes are more exposed to the weather. In a lot of cases, when it's raining, drivers actually do not look out for bike riders. I think it's a thing where they think that bike riders would not be out riding bikes in that kind of weather. But just a message to the drivers out there, look out for us in practically any kind of weather, because a lot of us have a job to do and we have to be riding our bikes in many different conditions, except for snow. But otherwise, drivers do just look out for us in all types of weather. So the next disadvantage of owning only a bike is for those who actually wear gear like gloves and jackets and such. The fact that sometimes when you're in all that gear, you tend to sweat, and it's not pretty. It's not pretty when you sweat and you're actually on your way to work, or maybe let's say you're going on a date, or something. It's not fun. And not to mention, you get sweaty and all that good perfume that you spray on your body, the Tom Ford, the Nautica and such, all of that good cologne you spray on your body actually blow off before you reach work. Not nice at all, don't. Even with me going to work every day, especially the route that I have to take, I have to stop at a lot of stoplights, right? But then there's a nice little highway at the end. Even when I stop at these stoplights, you're in the blazing sun hot under the helmet. What if I'm wearing a leather jacket? I own a leather jacket. I can hardly wear that jacket most times. And that brings me to disadvantage number 3, buying groceries. Or maybe you stop at the hardware store to pick up some pipes, or some lumber, or some paint, or anything like that. Or even tile. Can't really transport tile on a bike, is that right? Somebody may have done it, but it's very hard. In regards to buying groceries, it's clear. You know, you go to the supermarket and you buy a bunch of stuff. On the bike, you can only carry a certain amount, right? Sometimes you have one single backpack, one single bag on your back, and you have to try to fit everything inside that bag, which means you have to reorganize everything. In most cases, when you get home, some of the stuff like your bread and those other soft stuff, they get crushed, and it's like you don't even want to eat that anymore, don't? So that's a definite disadvantage of owning just a bike. I mean, if you had a car, yeah, you could have just drive up to the supermarket or to the wholesale, buy some stuff, throw them in the car and drive go home, right? Easy peasy. But with a bike, you have to do so much in order to transport your stuff. In real life, I have actually carried eggs on my bike. The journey was about 40 minutes. I was carrying a flat of eggs. In Jamaica, a flat of eggs is what? For 40 minutes on the back of my bike, and when I reached the destination, none of the eggs were cracked. So it has to do with placement and how you put everything on the bike and how you strap down everything. But I mean, some things can be practical, but in other cases, other things are just not practical and opens the possibility of you thinking about getting a car. Alright. So from my experience, those are the 3 cons or the 3 disadvantages that I have. I know that most of you may be thinking about stuff like bikes are bigger target for thieves, bikes are less safer than cars, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to talk about owning a bike only, which means that you're gonna have a bike as your only means of transportation. Alright, so let's get to the good stuff. The part that I've been waiting to talk about, which are the advantages or the pros. The first pro that I'll be talking about is the fact that bikes are so much cheaper than cars. When I bought my first bike, persons were like, okay, you buy a bike. Then I sold that bike and then bought another bike. And people were like, so wait, why did you buy another bike? Why you never just buy a car instead? Come on. Little do they know is that bikes are so much more affordable than cars. The fact that you can spend at least $100,000 Jamaican dollars or a little bit more over that and buy a bike is a good thing. To buy a good car, let's say you want to buy a recent year car, maybe a 2010 up car, you have to spend over $500,000 for a car. A bike is a fraction of that cost. So moving on, I mean, there's so many advantages, but for now I'll only be discussing 5 just to keep this video short and concise. The next advantage is bikes save so much time in traffic. What can beat a bike lane splitting, going to the front of a 1 hour long traffic and just waiting on the green light, and as the light says green, we're the first one to push out? What beats that? I really don't know anything else that actually beats that feeling. Having a bike save you so much time in traffic. So having a bike, you can push through the traffic, reach the top of the line, reach work on time, and you could also be there. You could also pass your boss in traffic or one of your co-workers, reach work on time, sit down and wait on them. Nothing beats that. The next advantage of owning only a bike are costs such as your insurance, your registration and fitness. Now for me, a bike rider, my insurance cost is $24,000, or at least it was. I've received a discount now because I've been riding for 2 years accident free, so my insurance has dropped from $24,000. With regards to a car, I don't know much about the insurance for a car, but to be honest, I know for a fact that it's nothing close to $24,000. Maybe $60,000 and up. Any one of you guys who drive and actually know about this, just let me know in the comment section, but don't bash me too much. If you look at it, it's a smaller vehicle, so I mean the cost to get it roadworthy and road legal and everything, it should be much less than a vehicle, a 4-wheel vehicle, right? So all in all, if you purchase a bike or if you already own a bike, you're going to expect to have some, some major savings. The next advantage, which is one of my all-time favorite, is actually parking. I mean, what is parking? As long as you ride a bike, then you have no issues. For the most part, you have no issues as it relates to parking. Why? Because I mean, you have a very small vehicle. You can ride it up on the sidewalk, park it there, do your business, come back, and you're gone. You don't have to actually park your bike where a car is. At least that's what we do here in Jamaica. So parking, for the most part, it's a no hassle kind of thing. You don't have to worry about getting towed or anything like that for the most part. So the final thing that we will be discussing, the final advantage that we'll be discussing is better gas mileage. So as it relates to a car versus a bike, the amount that you would spend on gas to go from point A to point B in a car, you're spending a fraction of that cost on a bike to travel the same distance, and even for more days. So what do I mean? Let's say for instance you live at a certain place, you live an hour away from work, right? We're just using that as an example. You put $3,000 gas in your car to take you to work and to home, and your gas done. That's for driving. For a bike, maybe a bike won't be able to hold $3,000. For a bike, your bike may be able to hold $1,500. You full the tank. $1,500 in a bike can take you from home to work. Repeat that times 4 or maybe times 5. It depends on how sparingly you ride. A lot of persons, when they ask me, yo, how much full your tank? And I tell them at least $1,500 to $1,700. And they ask, how long that lasts you? And me tell them that lasts me at least 4 days. You don't have to worry about gas, or vehicles don't burn gas as much as cars. And of course, there are many other advantages and disadvantages that you can think of. But what I want you guys to do is, if you have anything that comes to mind, leave it in the comment section. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Bless up.